Guys, welcome again. We're just going to do a quick couch chat video regarding two products that we're just about to launch all over the globe. So we're going to discuss first the Mark II.
Of the SuckR Pro?
Yeah, SuckR Pro Mark II. And just let you guys know the sort of added features and benefits that we've done compared to the original. And then we'll introduce the SuckR Mini, which will be sitting under the actual SuckR Pro. So let's get into the SuckR Pro Mark II. We've laid out all the accessories on the table. All the accessories are still the same, okay? So any customer that's got the actual SuckR Pro at the moment, all the functionalities are the same. We've just added some key features that we're going to quickly go through. So one of them is the new PC board that we've done. So this is actually water resistant now. So it's got this gel coating over it to protect all the internals. That was an upgrade that we did even on the previous one just before we launched this.
Right in the year, yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to protect any moisture and also a larger capacitor for static resistance and whatnot. So that is already in this unit
and this is in all of our units?
Yes.
And currently now and then moving forward as well,
yeah.
Our new models and everything. They all have that moisture protection.
Yeah, even the SuckR Mini will
Correct.
have it.
Yeah.
So new upgraded PC board. Guys, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to just wheel it over. We've got the remote control, but what we've done now, we've actually got an actual rubber, what would you even call it?
Like a wristband?
Yeah, like a little wristband that actually locks it into position. So this now will not fall off at all, okay, during anything that you're doing with the vacuum cleaner. Nice and secure and snug on there. It's still a wireless remote with your 3 settings. The other features that we've added that will shoot into the video so you can see it is an actual hose holder that clips onto the side of the unit. This is the added features that we're discussing now. And then we've got lockable pivot wheels.
Yeah.
That's pretty much that on the new unit, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And I want to just say as well that quite some time ago, because we haven't really discussed this previously, is that with the early models of the SuckR Pro a couple of years ago, we had a HEPA filter, and that HEPA filter was like a paper style one. But we obviously found that when you're using these for wet and dry, that can, upset that filter a little bit if you're not cleaning it regularly. So we changed the filter, I think it was late last year, early this year, beginning of the year, something like that, into a filter that can handle more a wet and dry scenario, which is kind of, the material is actually almost like, or basically like an actual pool filter. So it can handle the water going through it. But in saying that, like, we just want to be very clear with the filters in all of our vacuums that, like every vacuum that you have in your household, they need to be cleaned.
Yeah.
They need to be cleaned regularly because they block up. And if they block up, they'll destroy the product. So if you're using them on the dust, give it a clean. You can wash it and it'll dry out. If you're using it as a wet and dry, definitely clean it every time, because otherwise, if you're using it as a wet and it's still wet, and then you use it dry next, it will plaster to it.
Yeah.
And then it'll be difficult
to clean. You turn it
into
like a brick. So bear in mind, especially the mobile guys that use these products on a daily basis, we would recommend having 2 or 3 filters. Rotate them in between jobs, especially if you've used it wet and then your next job is very like back to back, and then you're trying to use it dry on a wet filter, that dust will actually cake itself on. You'll eventually overheat the unit and you'll blow the motor. Not just our unit, any product, it works on the same principle, right? So what we recommend is when you're finished using it as a wet solution, drain the debris water, the dirty water out before you drive to your next job. Don't leave it splashing around in there so the filter gets wet. Then when you get to your next job, you empty your debris and your filter's wet and you start using it dry. It's not the right way to do it. So hopefully we can help you guys maintain the product. It's very important. Any vacuum cleaner, especially wet and dry, is going to need that looking after. Otherwise, you will minimize the lifespan of the product, right? So,
and look, to change the filter, it's seriously 1 minute.
yeah.
Just unscrew a few plastic plugs.
Yeah, lugs, and that's it.
They're nice
drop it out.
easy.
That's what we recommend. And then, the SuckR Pro MKII just has those added features.
It has reinforced latches.
Yep.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, the latches and the better seal on there. So anything along the way that we get feedback from our customers and that we can improve on the unit, we do that, right? So still 5 meter long hose, the suction 22 kPa out of it. Out of a 5 meter hose, a lot of people compare it to other brands out there. They're getting that suction out of 1.5 meters, maybe max 2. Put a 5 meter hose and let's see what suction they get out of it. They won't get what this does. So, so when people say, oh, what's making this so special? Because we've designed it to work with a longer hose, okay?
Yeah.
Again, 1600 watt motor in this, but let's jump on and talk about the Mini.
Okay.
Yeah, what did you want to say?
No, I was going to say with this too, with the pack, you get the paper bags with it as well, and you obviously get a filter. So I would suggest that if you're going to use the bags, buy more of those as well. They're very well priced. But I find I actually use the bags myself when I'm using it at home rather than just use the tank. I don't use it as a wet thing at the moment because I've got an extractor mini at home. But I'm using it as a dry, and so obviously I'll clean the filter every now and then. But I don't really need to that much because when you're using the bag, obviously the filter is only really getting some fine stuff that might come through. And I find obviously
prolongs the life of the filter.
With the filter bag, the paper bag, obviously like anything, you find that you're getting better. I think you're finding better suction with it as well. So that's why I use it anyway. In that form.
So that's the Mark II. So the new product that we've just brought into the market, and we'll launch it on our website pretty much next week now, right? Or pretty much after this. The SuckR Mini. So what we've done is we've seen where we've positioned the Pro and how good it's done for us as a brand globally and as a product. So we thought, okay, well, if we can hit a better price point with the same functionality, can we do that? And of course we can. So we brought in the SuckR Mini. It's a 1400 watt motor compared to a 1600. We're still getting the same suction out of it, but we've just capped it as a wet and dry vacuum. No extraction functionality. This has the ability to be an extractor. Also, that one doesn't. So if you're just after a small, compact, professional wet and dry vacuum cleaner, that's the one to go for. All the accessories, the only accessories it won't have will be the pet hair remover. Everything else is the same. Same top. Same sort of top structure. Tank is smaller. What's the
the tank's capacity? 20 litre on 20, dry debris and 30 litre on the SuckR Pro.
It's a little bit more compact. You're going to get the same performance out of it, same hose length, same everything. So that's available now in Australia. We're launching it here first, and then it's going to go on the global platform.
We've got stock in production of these for global. So then in the next couple of months they'll start.
But that's it. Out. So we just wanted to just quickly introduce the changes so you guys are familiar with it. Introduce the new product. We'll have a bit of a video attached to this that will go around and show you the main changes
and show you as well that. With the extraction kit on it, because that's obviously another important function. You can buy those as a separate accessory from our website and our resellers, etc. And
that's it.
I would say that just so that our Bigboi fans around the world, that love our products, we want to just tell them as well that we're moving forward as a company. With a massive expansion as well, right? And we'll talk about that as a brand in other videos, but just in the vacuum side of things, we have more products coming out in the next couple of months, in the next 6 months. So the range itself now, while we have 2, will be expanded into an entire range to help for all aspects of your detailing business.
That's it. Done. All right,
Thanks
guys.
for supporting us, guys.
Thank you.
See you in the next video.
Any comments, just comment down below and we'll reply back.